Next Sunday, Thailand will witness a historic election. This comes amidst calls and protest for change and reforms, where the country's youths have been to the streets. Though the protests have got crushed, they are waiting for their chance to vote for the first time. They are up against conservative elites who have long thwarted reform in the kingdom.
สวัสดีค่ะชื่อรุ้งปนัสยาสิทธิจิราวัฒนากุลค่ะตอนนี้อายุ24 ปีประกอบอาชีพรับจ้างแล้วก็กำลังรอเรียนต่อปโทค่ะก่อนหน้านี้ในปี 2021 เราเคยเป็นแกนนำในการจัดการชุมนุมทางการเมืองนะคะร่วมกับกลุ่มแนวร่วมธรรมศาสตร์และการชุมนุมและก็ราษฎรค่ะส่วนความหวังสำหรับรัฐบาลชุดใหม่ที่กำลังจะจัดตั้งนี้เราคาดหวังว่ารัฐบาลชุดนี้จะเป็นรัฐบาลที่ทำเพื่อประชาชนและฟังเสียงประชาชนและนำเสียงประชาชนมาปรับแก้ปัญหาอย่างแท้จริง
Panusaya, better known by her nickname Rung, delivered a speech on monarchy reform in August 2020 that included a 10-point manifesto. It sent shockwaves across Thailand and had her yo-yoing in and out of prison. She believes that this upcoming election is an opportunity to bring about change in the Thai constitution.
เลือกตั้งครั้งนี้เป็นการเลือกตั้งที่ยิ่งใหญ่เนาะมันเป็นเกมเชนเจอร์ได้เลยอะว่าแบบว่าถ้าพรรคใดพรรคหนึ่งชนะพรรคฝั่งประชาธิปไตยชนะขึ้นมาเนี่ยมันมีโอกาสหลายอย่างที่เราจะหยุดปิดสวิตช์สว.หรือว่ารัฐธรรมนูญใหม่หรือเรื่องแก้กฎหมายใดๆก็ตาม
Panusaya faces 12 less majest charges, which could see her jailed for up to 180 years. But the fact that reform of the laws is even being debated is considered by activists as a legacy of the protests.
จะเสนอยังไงคือเราอยากเสนอให้มันแบบตรงไปตรงมาเหมือนเมื่อก่อนแหละ แต่ผู้ใหญ่ในประเทศนี้เขายังคงเห็นแก่ตัวเนาะคนที่ยังอยู่ในอำนาจเนี่ยค่ะเขายังคงเห็นแก่อำนาจเขายังคงแบบว่ายังอยากอยู่ในอำนาจต่อถึงฉันจะต้องทำอะไรก็ตาม
Thailand has been hit by a dozen coups since 1932, most recently in 2014, as the military royalist establishment squashed governments it deemed unsuitable or too progressive. The junta rewrote Thailand's constitution after the last coup to stack the deck in its favor. To become prime minister, a candidate must now secure a majority across the lower house, as well as the Senate, whose 250 members were appointed by the military.
The reason that I participated in the protest because I would like to show my standpoints of the younger generations about how we don't like the way that the government governs us and how they wrongly use the legal actions on some of the peoples. So this year it will be my second time to vote. So I would like to see the change in the government. So the party that would come in, I would like it to be more transparent and supporting the point of view or the standing point of the younger generation more.
More than political, the 2020 movement was a generational clash, pitting better educated, outward-looking, younger Thais against their conservative parents and grandparents.
At that point of time, it really has a big impact on everyone, right? So we can start talking about the things that we think it's wrong, that never being spoken about. Yeah, and also it creates a lot more of the momentums on the younger generations, right? That they could feel like they could change, they could really change the government, they could shape the Thailand to the better futures.
The protests encompassed not just party political demands, but also called for LGBT rights and reform to the strict rules imposed in Thai schools. The young protesters demanded an open discussion about the issues pointed out by them and wanted the old ways to change.
I think that if we never discuss about the things that was mistaken or the thing that shouldn't be talked, there would not be any improvements on the government. So the government that's brave enough to bring this out to the public and discuss it, I think that will be the starting of the change.
Millennials and Gen Z voters aged roughly 40 or younger account for over 40% of Thailand's 52 million strong electorate. Young Thais might be excited about the prospect of voting Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha out of office, but they are also not naive. The change that they want is not easy to achieve, and they understand that it is an uphill battle. However, they are all hopeful that change will come, slow and steady.
I have participated to the protest because I want to make change. I want people to take awareness about freedom and rights, and also I want the government to listen to the student voice. For this year, it's my first election vote. I hope that the next government will change the education system by make the students design the education system and make the education access to all students, even though they are from rural area or countryside.